Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and to this week's Plan With Me video. This week we are planning out the week of May 31st through to June 6th, beginning of winter, Pride Week, Pride Month, so many things happening. You will never believe when I tell you that like every time that I try to sit down and do a video, something went wrong. And this is now the second voiceover that I am recording for this video. So hello again, even though you didn't hear me the first time. But yes, this week is a very special, very important, very colorful, very wonderful week. So I wanted to make sure that I celebrated it in my planner. And this particular kit from Stella Bow Sticker Co, I think, does it perfectly. I did buy this kit a few months ago, earlier this year, not like years ago, like some of the kits that I've been using lately, but I did buy it earlier this year, knowing that I wanted to mark Pride in my planner this year. I haven't done it any other month or years, or basically I haven't marked it in my planner history at all, and I knew that I needed to change that. So I went ahead and did a Pride spread for this week. As I said, the kit itself is from Stella Bow Sticker Co. It is rainbow, it is all-inclusive, it has all of the different flags to represent everyone from the LGBTQIA plus community. It has boys and girls and rainbows and purple, and it's just, I think it's a really, really beautiful kit. And then, of course, to top it all off, we do have the glitz and glam of the gold foil throughout, and some extra little bits of gold pieces, gold foil pieces, deco, scripts, all of that fun stuff that I do bring in just to help make it that little bit more special. Not too much happened this week. I mean, it was one of the last times that I was able to go out and actually do anything beyond the four walls of my home. So I guess it's probably noteworthy in that regard. It's obviously incredibly noteworthy because Pride. But other than that, it was a very mundane, very work, very sort of, I guess, house chorey, and not all that special. So what I mean by that is I didn't have too much to actually mark in the spread. So you will see things in there like, I don't know, stacking the dishwasher, and you will see me using flat lays to mark my work schedule as opposed to using like a smaller, skinnier label to do that. But nonetheless, I wanted to make it pretty. I wanted to make it fun. I wanted to make it the perfect spread to denote Pride, because I think it's a very big deal. And I think it's something that isn't spoken about enough. I think there's not enough people out there that sort of stand up for or speak their mind on or share their opinions of Pride and what it means, and what it means to them individually, to people that they may know, friends, family, all of that sort of stuff. But at the same time, I also know that in some respects, it can be a very controversial topic. I know that it can be a topic that causes a lot of emotion, and people can take offense to things that are said. And with that in mind, I didn't want to sort of go into too much detail about that, but just know that part of why I'm choosing to mark Pride in my planner this year, and the reason that I wanted to make sure it was a big, special, celebrated thing, is because I would call myself an ally. I do have a member in my immediate family who is gay, and I just think it's something that, I guess in a way, I needed to do my bit. I know it's not a lot in that, it's not like I'm out there like protesting or anything or those kinds of things. Not that you can at the moment with COVID, and that's a whole other thing. But basically, I just wanted, the point that I'm trying to make is that love is love. Everyone should be celebrated. Everyone's love should be celebrated. And love shouldn't be hindered by stereotypes or social standards or anything like that. So love who you love, embrace that, celebrate that, and I'm here for that. I support you. If you ever need to chat, if you ever need to talk or anything like that, please know that my messages are always open. You can chat to me on Instagram. You can leave me a comment on YouTube and I will get back to you, because I definitely think it is something incredible. Anywho, before I say something accidentally incorrect or whatever, let's just go ahead and actually get into the plans of things. So you will see, as per usual, I've used my little Plannerface page flag, and I will go in and put my Plannerface month scripts there as well. As I said, to kind of jump over that, apparently, the kit is from Stella Bow Sticker Co. The date dots that I've used are from Stella Bow Sticker Co. That top little corner section is from Plannerface. And then now we're just going into the regular sidebar plans that I always go ahead and mark. So again, you will just see some glitter headers. You will see my social media following for the week. So I do mark that in using a Sticker Thief YouTube bunny and a Sticker Thief Instagram icon. I then, this particular week, for this sidebar, I did mark two things in my sidebar. So I've got a half box with a little like rainbow celebratory Zen happy Sheila Sugar sticker from Marshmallow Studio. And I've used her to mark in that it was, of course, the beginning of Pride Month. And then to make that box, I guess, a little bit more special or a little bit more important, I do use a flourish from Stella Bow Sticker Co. and some foiled gold hearts, and I think it looks really, really fun. You will see later on in the spread because I think I sort of do that towards the end. But then I also used an icon from the kit to mark that it was almost my birthday, because the 4th of June marked 1 month until my birthday. And then I said this in my other voiceover that you guys will obviously never hear, but I use a little Arctic Paper Studio page foiled page divider, gold foiled page divider at the bottom, because when I put my last full box in, there isn't quite enough room for a glitter header. There's not enough room for washi tape, and there wasn't a washi sliver from the kit that was skinny enough to fit there. So I just went ahead and used the little page divider just to, I guess, block out that little last line there. That is it. The glitter headers were already foiled as part of the kit. The bottom washi is part of the kit. So that was pretty much it in that regard. At the moment, I'm obviously just finishing marking out my glitter headers and placing down my full boxes, which I had a little bit of trouble with just because I couldn't decide what I wanted to include or where I wanted to put it, or if I wanted to use both double box scenes, because with the secondary double box scene that you will see on Friday and Saturday, essentially I probably could have split that and used that as two different boxes, but obviously, as you can see, I opted to keep that a double box as well. And then there was obviously the double box Pride scene, but then there was also another box that said Pride, so I wanted to make sure that wherever the two Prides were in the spread, that they kind of offset one another and weren't too close. But I think the placement worked out really well. I think it was probably the right amount of rainbow and people and just like decorative pieces. And yeah, I'm really happy with my choices and where I chose to plan everything out, because I think I tend to have like a habit with where I put my full boxes. And I kind of repeat myself, like when there's a full box, I generally put it like up the top or down the bottom on the weekend. So it was nice to be able to mix up the layout, I guess, and to actually put those double box scenes elsewhere in the spread. Now, apparently, even though I already talked you through my sidebar, I'm only getting down to doing the sidebar now. So we'll work our way through that and then we'll jump into the day by day. But little fun fact, the voiceover that I just did before this, I had said so much stuff. I was just on a roll. I don't even remember what I said now, but I was talking about like Pride, and I was talking about like the fact that this was the last week or one of the last weeks that I could actually do anything outside of the house. I'd spoken about, the change of season, so many things. And I feel like I'm not going to remember half of those when it comes to this voiceover now. And I feel like that first voiceover, it was such an effort. Today has been an incredibly stressful day at work. I'm incredibly tired. My eyes want to close. I have an immense headache. And my football team plays tonight. It's like a final knockout series. So that starts in just under an hour. And I'm nervous because if we don't win, we're out of the comp. And if we win, we go to the grand final. And yeah, so I'm a little bit stressed about that. And obviously with the stressful workday, the headache, the tiredness, I'm so like, I have nothing left to give. And then I did that voiceover and I was so like chipper and happy and energetic. And I just feel like it's gone now. So now I have to record this voiceover again. And I'm just like, what did I just say? Like, because this voiceover is a little bit longer than what I've been doing. Like, my voiceovers tend to range anywhere from like, I guess, 13, 14, 15 minutes through to like 20, 25 minutes. And that depends on whether iMovie is cooperative with me at the time that I'm trying to upload the voiceover. And in this instance, it wasn't. So I've just essentially got like the one video that I've condensed and then fast forwarded. And 22 minutes is where we're at. Like, I couldn't condense it anymore. If I did, I think I had like a 9-minute plan with me video. And I was like, that's not enough. Like, people don't want to watch a 9-minute video. I mean, maybe you do, but I felt like that wasn't enough time. And then I look at this now and I'm like, 22 minutes, that's a lot of time to talk. So ultimately, by the end of this, I'm going to have talked for 44 minutes. And it's a lot. And I'm hungry. You guys are lucky that I love you. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to get into the day by day because my husband is going to be home any minute and he's going to come bombarding through the door. He's going to make so much noise and I'm probably going to have to stop the voiceover when he walks in. So I'm going to try and get through as much as I can. So let's jump into it. So the first thing that I've marked on Monday is, of course, Coffee Monday. And I've done that using a foiled script. See, I can't talk now. Foiled script from Stella Bow Sticker Co. and paired that with my favorite little Sticker Thief mug. And I do go back and do like some extra decorative like love hearts and stuff. So I've added a little foil piece to the coffee mug, which you will see at the end. And then for this week, I've chosen to mark my work schedule with flat lays, and each of the flat lays are from Stella Bow Sticker Co. And as I think I said it in this one. If not, I said it in my first one and you guys won't hear it. But you kind of know when I don't have much going on in a week or in a day. So when you see a flat lay, it generally means that I didn't have much to mark. So I kind of needed to block out the space. And given that the flat lays are like the size of a half box, I generally use those to do that because it takes up a good chunk of space. Essentially, you could fit 2, sometimes 3 other stickers in that space. So not much to mark this week. So flat lays is what I chose to use to mark my work schedule. I guess the good thing about it, though, is that because it was such a vibrant kit, the flat lays that I got to use are flat lays that I probably wouldn't use any other week because they're really brightly colored. So I've got like a red, a green, a yellow. That's it. I only marked 3 days. Never mind. But yes, otherwise trying to match those into other kits would kind of be next to impossible because I don't really use a lot of brightly colored kits, and like red, you'd only really use that at Christmas. So it was really nice to be able to use something that isn't my usual color palette, I guess, and to use my collection. Anyway, I digress. So I've used flat lays to mark work, and then I use a little gold foiled script from Stella Bow, and I pop that in the left-hand corner of each of the flat lays, again, just to denote work. On Monday evening, I've marked that I did an Instagram post, and I've just done that with a little Sticker Thief icon, and I put a little foiled heart over that just to give it a little bit of bling. Below that, I've used the like scalloped half circle sticker and an icon from the kit to mark that I had a bit of a plan with me binge after work, which, whilst I'm here and thinking about it, if you do have any channels that you recommend, please, 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 please drop them in the comments below, because I'm at a point where I'm up to date with all of the planner channels that I follow and watch regularly. I have discovered some new channels on my own, which I've really been enjoying, but again, I'm up to date with those as well. So if you have any recommendations, please drop names below. Links would be even better. That way I can actually go and check out some new people as well. That would be amazing. Monday evening, the last thing that I've marked is that I did a Dead by Daylight stream on Twitch, and I've just marked that in using a laptop icon from the kit. Moving over to Tuesday, the first thing that I've marked in is, of course, work. Same way as I did on Monday. You guys know, once I do something one way, I tend to follow that through for the rest of the spread. Below that, for the first time ever, I've marked in a change of season. So I do use a half box and a little fox and cactus girl, along with a Hello Winter script from Celebo Sticker Co. to mark that it was winter. And fun fact, I tell myself every year, and I buy scripts every year to denote that I'm going to mark in the change of seasons or the new months, or sorry if you just heard that clicking and that notification. Oh, and the alarm. Love that. You can tell that I'm so prepared for voiceovers. Can you? Can't you? Can't you? Yes. But now I won't be able to edit that out. So I do apologize. But yeah, I tell myself every year that I'm going to mark in the change of seasons, that I'm going to mark in the change of months, and I never do. And on this particular day, I did, because I had nothing else to mark. I had this ginormous fox and cactus sticker that I wanted to use that I think is far too big for your everyday things. And I think that she worked out perfectly to mark that in. So, perfect choice, worked out well. Underneath that, I've used a half box and another one of those Sheila Sugar rainbow stickers to mark in that Pride Month began, because it was the 1st of June. And I've put a little foiled heart on her as well, again, just to make her a little bit more special. And then below that, I go ahead and use another icon from the kit to mark that I worked on Twitch stuff, which basically just means that I played around with some of my alerts and my overlays and my settings for stream. And then the last thing that I marked below that is that I did a 100 baby stream that evening, and I've just marked that in using a laptop sticker from Stellabo, and I think that was from my leftovers collection. I'm not sure, but it's definitely Stellabo. Moving over to Wednesday, the first thing that I have marked is, of course, work. Below that, I've used a Coffee Monsters Co. emoji to mark that I did some more laundry. Told you, didn't have much to mark this day. Because then below that, I've used a Stellabo Sticker Co. icon. It's a little dishwasher to mark that I stacked the dishwasher. Yay! Exciting plans for the week. We love that. Underneath that, I've used one of those scalloped half circle boxes. That's not a box. To mark that I hung out on Twitch that evening. So basically, I would have wrapped up off work, watched some ASMR, and then my 2 friends stream on Twitch as well. So I would have hung out in their streams for a little while. And if I didn't already say it, I marked that in with a fox and cactus girl. Below that, I've marked that I went on a Sims custom content hunt. And I've marked that using a little sticker thief icon. And basically all that means is I went through Tumblr and I found some creator content that I wanted to add into my game. And that's what I did. And then the last thing that I mark on Wednesday is that I had a long hot shower and washed my hair. And I've just marked that in with a little sticker thief hair washing girl. Over onto Thursday, it was my rostered day off for the month. So I've marked that in. So naturally I did, of course, sleep in. So I've marked that in over some more washi. And I've used a lime and mortar face mask and a script from Stellabo Sticker Co. to mark that I, of course, slept in. When I did finally get out of bed, I had a cup of coffee and some Cocoa Pops for breakfast. And I've just marked that in using a Sticker Thief coffee mug and again a little foiled heart deco piece. Below that, I've used a script with icon from the kit to mark that I did some laundry. And then later that day, I went to a waxing appointment. So I've marked that in one of those scalloped half circles and with a wax pot sticker from Planner Goddess Studio. Below that, I've used a manicure flat lay, and that was to mark that I had my nail appointment that day as well. And this was my second last appointment before lockdown. So I haven't had my nails done since I think July. First world problems, I know. And then the last thing that I marked on Thursday was that I had a headache, and I've just marked that in with a little Sticker Thief bun. Over onto Friday, again, I did have another day off, so I'd opted for some leave this weekend, and I've just done that by taking an extra day off that week, so I actually had the 4-day weekend. And then underneath that, I've used a half box and a fox and cactus girl to mark that it was 1 month to the day until my birthday, which was super exciting. And then, of course, because it was another day off, I slept in again. So I've used a Fox and Cactus little cat sleeping in sticker to mark that I pretty much slept all morning. I think I got up at like 11:30, maybe even 12. Terrible, but I obviously needed it. Below that, again, I have marked that once I did get up, I had some coffee and Cocoa Pops for breakfast, and I've just marked that the same way with the same little Sticker Thief coffee cup and foiled heart deco piece. Underneath that, I've used a TV icon from the kit to mark that I binge watched the Bold Type that day. And then the last two things that I marked for Friday was that we had Mad Max for dinner, and I've marked that in with a little taco sticker from Hamilton Print Co. And the movie, I don't know what it was that we watched, so I've just marked in that we watched a movie, and I just marked that in with a little popcorn icon from the kit as well. And now finally into the weekend and the last 2 days of the week. The first thing that I marked on Saturday was that I slept in, and again I've marked that with a face mask from Lime & Mortar and a Stella Bow Sticker co-foiled script. On Saturday, I also did some filming, so I've used a little camera sticker there from my stash and a film script from Stella Bow Sticker Co. When I got done, I had some donuts and I had some coffee, and that was my breakfast and kind of my lunch or brunch, I guess. And I've just marked that in using the coffee cup from the coffee cup icon from the kit. And then below that, I've marked that I did another Instagram post, and I've used a Sticker Thief icon to mark that. Below that, I've then marked that we went out for dinner that night, so I've used a burger sticker from Hamilton Print Co. And then we went to see The Conjuring 3, and I've marked that in with a Sticker Thief marquee and popcorn bucket. And then over onto Sunday, I of course slept in, had some pancakes for breakfast. I did some editing and some filming. And then Sunday evening, we went out to dinner for my sister-in-law's boyfriend's birthday. I did an Instagram post and I did an upload, and I apologize that I rushed through that, but as you can see, we ran out of time. So if you have any questions about any of the stickers, please ask me in the comments below and I will let you know where they're from. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to go. See you in my next video. Bye for now.